Aaron Fairchild, Chair and CEO of G2B Ventures, a real estate redevelopment and consulting group. Thank you for serving on our Green Building Task Force previously. And I heard you yesterday morning, was it, at the Sustainable Industries Economic Forum. It was quite a fascinating morning. A lot of impressive features in the Sequoia house that Aaron's going to tell us about, but I won't go into all of those. But the one thing that I thought particularly interesting was the homeowner's manual concept, and I hope you'll talk about that, because I think oftentimes we don't think about the behavior of the people that live in the structures and how they help the energy efficiency and stuff. So, Aaron.
All right. Okay, so she introduced me, no need to do that again. Thanks for having me. I'm extremely humbled by the 10x10x10 committee that got us here, and I appreciate so much. I'm really excited to be here to share with you about what we're doing. So why are we doing what we're doing? Well, what we're doing first is we buy existing homes, fixers, we retrofit them for green and energy efficiency, and then we sell them for a profit. Why do we do this? Now, this is a problem. We're all familiar with it. You may not be familiar with the fact that McKinsey & Company recently produced a report that said 35% of all our demand-side energy efficiency opportunity is in retrofitting existing buildings. How many of you live in a home that was built prior to 1979? Raise your hand. Yeah, well, that looks about right. 60% of America has homes built, is populated with homes built prior to 1969. It's probably higher than that in the city of Seattle. And the folks down at Equilibrium Capital said retrofitting existing buildings is the single best thing that we can do economically and environmentally. So that's why we're doing what we're doing, but we can get a little bit further into that because that's also what homeowners are looking for. They're looking for green product. These are survey results from Avid Builder. 20,000 person survey overwhelmingly shows that the majority of people are looking for green features in their next home purchase. That's a national survey. What does that mean here locally? Well, you guys all know this. This is why you're here. This is why you're doing what you're doing, which is wonderful. Last year, 35 to 40% of all new construction in the city of Seattle was built to a Built Green certified standard. In King County, that was 30% of all new construction was built to a certified Built Green standard. We have Aaron Adelstein to really thank for that. But new construction makes up only 12% of our market in any given year. That's new construction. Our market last year, horrible real estate market, you can ask Ben Kaufman, was a $2.9 billion market last year. The overwhelming majority of homes bought and sold are in the existing housing market. There were 3 homes from June 2009 to 2010 certified and sold as Built Green retrofit homes. Our home in West Seattle was one of them, Jim Barger's was another, and a private residence architect was the third. That's why we're here. Our mission is to drive energy efficiency in existing buildings. And there is a lot of opportunity to do that and move the needle. So let's look at that through the lens of our Sequoia house. This is a house in West Seattle named after the beautiful, grandiose Sequoia tree in the backyard. That's a photo of it there. That's what it looked like when we bought it. Fixer, well, I mean, you know, every street has an ugly duckling, right? And this is one of them. When we bought it, we did a third-party energy audit using energy performance score. Tom Boulderston, who is here, did that for us. We tested in at 19 air changes per hour. And we all the windows we closed. We didn't leave anything open. Yeah. And the funny thing was it had an energy efficient furnace in it from Puget Sound Energy. So it was a 97.5 or something like that, energy efficient, efficiently pumping hot air outside. Anyway, the front porch was falling down. It was in dire straits. So we took it from there to 4-star Bill Green certified. Thank you. It was, anyway, I'm proud of that. I'll kind of go through what we did. We changed the windows, caught a lot of flack for that. And I'm not really sure why. I mean, I actually am. The embedded carbon in swapping out windows is actually higher, but there were 5 different window types in this, and actually when we lifted the house, we popped a couple windows, and so it made a lot of sense for us to go ahead and change the windows. But as you know, that's not really the most important thing. We sealed up the house. We went through and increased the conditioned airspace in the basement. We furred out the walls about 14 inches, put 10 inches of insulation throughout, furred out the walls all throughout, increased the conditioned square footage of the home. We did advanced drywall approach to air sealing. Let me see, what else did we do? We put in, oh yeah, solar evacuated tubes. We wrapped the exterior in rigid insulation, 1/4 inch. And we maintained all the existing hardwoods in the house, the tile in the house, the studs in the house. We put in that staircase, which the treads were from a reclaimed dock on South Lake Union. The driveway there was a cracked slab. We busted out and used the pavers to kind of make a Pangea-style drive that works. I don't think we'll do that again, though. And the driveway actually doubles as a dry well. We put in a lot of crushed rock down below. The site perked really well, and we ran from the, I don't have a pointer, but the corner of the house, the downspout goes in the dry wall. We put a rain garden in the front yard, all local drought-tolerant plants, eco-turf on the side, and 2 dry wells on the back, so all the rainwater collects and perks through the site. And that's about it, I think, on that project. So we took it to there. Here's the energy performance score. We tripled the energy efficiency in this house. I know it shows a doubling of the energy efficiency, but we increased the square footage by 50%. That equals, folks, removing the same greenhouse gas emissions that roughly 1 car produces in a year, year after year after year after year. I've talked about this before, and you may have heard it, but we're dealing with transportation issues at the city, and the solutions to our transportation problems, which are our largest greenhouse gas emission issue here in this state, are years away, new technologies away. And what we can do with existing technologies and existing homes is a bridge to the solutions that we need in the future. We're really excited about the energy performance and its ability to move the market, and we are working towards market transformation. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Here are our homeowners, the people that bought our house, who we love. At the time of list, average days on market in this neighborhood in West Seattle was 101. We sold this house in 7. We sold it at, yeah. Thank you, Tim and Karen. They're great folks. We have an email from them asking them what they thought the worth of the green and energy efficiency features were, and they said $40,000 to $50,000 worth to them. So how did we sell it in 7 days? I think we all believe, and there is empirical evidence to show that, oh, I'm at 2? Shut up, okay. So, you know, we take a community approach to our homes and driving energy efficiency, so we flyered the neighborhood when we got in there. We let them know what we were doing. We have a story to tell. We're retrofitting an energy efficient house in your neighborhood. Come by, say hi, follow us on Facebook, and now I want to get to this story because this is a really interesting learning experience. This is the house in the color that we originally painted it, green. What? We like that color. I mean, I did, but I'm colorblind, and no one cared what I thought, but the neighbors didn't, and they took a photo of it, put it up on Facebook, and with the discussion caption that said, "This is what we get to live next to." Internally at the company, we were like, oh, shit. What do we do? Do you really repaint a house? I mean, and we had this discussion, you know, ethically, we're, you know, sustainability-oriented folks. Can we repaint a house? Well, what if we paint it the wrong color again? So we decided we engaged them on Facebook, and we invited them all to come onto the Facebook site, and we asked them if they had a choice to repaint a color in the house, which color would they repaint? And they said the body, the green, except one person said paint the whole damn thing again. So we invited them to come out to the house, take a sneak peek at a energy efficient retrofit home, see what it's like, and while you're there, vote on the color of the house. We're gonna do that every time. You know, your product, our product is only as good as, the neighbors look at it and they say, it's only as good as it looks. They can only judge our book by its cover. They don't get to live in it. The neighbors don't, right? So if it looks bad, it's a bad home. I don't care if it's net zero, right? But if it looks good, yeah. And so we engage them in that process. Oh, damn it. Okay. So we also engaged them, we asked them to tell us, we asked them to tell us what they thought of our price, and the price opinion varied, but so we're trying to engage the neighborhood and spread our message, our mission, which is energy efficiency pays. It doesn't just pay for you month by month by month, but it can help improve the value of your asset, which means perhaps, well, when we listed this home or when we were building this home, there were 2 homes on the same street. They reduced their price, reduced their price, reduced their price, took it off the market. One home was the exact same floor plan as ours. So the message we're hoping that we send with this house and subsequent houses in the future is that energy efficiency pays. So invest in energy efficiency and maybe it'll improve the value of your home. And we want to lock arms. We're not going out into this market with our arms, with our elbows out. We're looking to engage and we want to engage. That's why we're here sharing our secrets with you. It's gonna take more than just us retrofitting existing buildings to get us to 350 parts per million. It's gonna take all of us buying into this to transform a market. Thank you very much.